Howdy, guys. Welcome back to another episode here with Albert Engel in Pro Cycling Manager 2024. Well, we are middle of the way through the Tour de Suisse. It has gone pretty well so far to date. Wout still leading GC. But you can see today's stage goes over a category 2 climb and finishes into a descent. So a good chance for Albert to attack late and see if we can't get that yellow jersey off Wout's shoulders. Let's get into the action straight away. All right, and here we are on the start line. So far, the Tour de Suisse has gone, pretty cruisy so far for Albert. He is second in points class, first in KOM, and second on GC at the moment. Obviously first on young riders as well. With who was actually leading that back here? Van Bell, their youngster, the young Dutchman on Visma leading that class at the moment. We're going to have Grissel, I think, protect us on a -3 day. Guerrero looking resplendent in that Portuguese Versace kit. Very cool. It's actually a Castelli kit. They're just sponsored by Versace. Such a random sponsorship in cycling, that one. All right, we're going to jump forward whilst the funny business happens of a breakaway forming. Peloton riding pretty hard. All right, and we have a formed breakaway with the peloton sitting up. We have 6 riders up there: Burgos BH, Versace, Shooter Pro Cycling. Wait, what? Shooter Pro Cycling? Oh no, 2 Burgos BH riders: Shooter Pro Cycling, Uno X, and an Interwanti Marche rider, Ryan Mullen, a former Irish TT champion. Ryan Mullen is pretty strong rider. Not a bad signing for a team like Interwanti. Good lead out rider. Admittedly, they don't have Biniam Gourmet on their team anymore. All right, looks like it is just a straightforward stage, this one. Nothing too complicated. So we will jump all the way up to that sprint point or just before it and catch you guys if anything else happens. All right, we are on the run in here. We're about to catch the early breakaway, only 5 riders remaining from it. But boy, let me tell you, the pace has been incredibly high. We're going to have to get somebody to get biddens here. It's a good chance to do so. I think surely as we catch this breakaway, the pace is going to let up slightly. But yeah, Albert's having to sit on 75 just to sit near the front. Ben Healy's right up here. I think I saw Wout as well. He's somewhere up here. I swear we just passed him. There he is. Jorgensen as well. So all these riders are, hopefully, let's check it. Yeah, they're putting out similar levels of effort as Albert is currently anyway. We have caught the early break. That's good news. Mads Pedersen has been working for Quick Step, which is interesting because I thought they might have let him go for the stage win. But no, I guess they're all in for this man here, Magnier, who's riding pretty high on GC, but he has the characteristics needed to try and go for the win. In terms of riders as support up here, we got Tobias Foss. Denz is around us. Grissel, obviously. Benz is a little bit further back. Hajek's coming up here with the Biddens. So we'll look at forming a sprint train because essentially the finish line is here. The descent's to descent. If we can get away, we're going to stay away. Although, lessons learned, we might not be so keen on doing acrobatic descent. All right, let's start forming a bit of a sprint train. We're going to have Albert onto Denz, then Tobias Foss, then Benz. Denz and Benz always cracks me up. Then Grissel, and Grissel can go effort around 83 for now. Just whilst Hajek finishes off those biddens that he's dropping off now. Tobias Foss has them. Great. We're going to get him onto the wheel of Grissel. Perfect. Slot in there nicely. And that is our train almost all formed. Just Den's a little bit out of position. He's about to get up into position though. All right, Grissel is looking strong here on the front. We've got Little Trek, Arkea, and Visma all around us. There is Wout van Aert, the main rider we probably realistically need to worry about. Also Thibaut Nice. He's a very strong rider. He definitely will get over this climb. So we're going to have to drop him in order to go for a stage win, which we do want. We want the stage win. We got Kopecky, The Versace team going for that. I think they're going to get it. Is it going to be the quick step man? I know it's Alperson. It's Jasper Philipsen actually. But no, Kopecky gets that point there. All right, Grissel's almost spent on the front. We're going to ramp him up to 99 now. Just use up the rest of his red. Hajek is next to hit it on the front. We're going to pop him on 90. Grissel, try to get Albert's wheel on your parachuting of the way back there. We have, it's really kicking off now already on this KOM. Van Bell's ramping it hard on the front. Maxime Van Gils is on his wheel. Here comes Wout. We're going to have to up it to 99 with Hajek, I think. It's now up to Tobias Foss, though, as Benz is also spent from that effort. All right, so those two riders will swing off. We'll put them on maintain, and we'll watch Tobias Foss here. We've got Higuita floating around. Denz is looking strong on the wheel. Albert's having to dig pretty deep. But no, Voss has done an absolute ripper job. Okay, let's go with Denz next. Around us, it looks like AG2 are trying to lead out Tronchen. Ben Healy's on our wheel. Wout's only got 3 riders left around him, same as Albert does. But Denz now pulling through to the front at a good time. We're only 2K from the top. I think it's time maybe to think about an attack with Albert. We're going to go on effort though for now. Effort 85 with Albert. Just keep the pressure on the front here. It's going to have to be an attack. I know that. But I want to be a little bit closer to the top. All right, let's attack now with Albert. Try and get some separation there. He's going to use all his red. That's going to be the plan, I think. Oh, he's going to just time it. Oh, it's going to be close as anything. He needs this descent. Okay, he's onto the descent. That's good news. He is cooked. Has 9 seconds, 8 seconds there. Ben Healy's the rider chasing really hard behind. And we can see Wout there as well trying to surge forward. We've only got 5K to go. Albert's sitting on 99. There is a bit of a descent, or quite a descent coming. We're at 17 seconds, 16 seconds. Oh, he is gassed. We maximized everything we could there on that climb. It's at 13. It's bouncing all over the place around these corners, isn't it? 17. Oh, it's going to be so close. There's the finish line. It is going to be a stage win with the time gap. Wout leading in the rest of the bunch. You can see him just there. Thibaut Nice there, only managing 3rd. So Wout finally got one over him. McNulty, shout out to him up there in 4th for UAE, and Ben Healy in 5th. So we got the separation we needed. It should be a yellow jersey for Albert. Let's see the podiums to confirm that. There it is, 11 seconds to Wout in the end. I think with the time bonus, it should be, yes, it is a 1 second lead. It's very close. Over Wout, 46 seconds now back to Ben Healy, 51 back to McNulty. Realistically, we're looking at these 2 riders as our next ones. Van Wilder as well will be pretty dangerous. Definitely Yao Almeida riding for Visma, probably their main man in this tour. Oh, we incidentally got those sprint KOM points. I didn't even plan on that. But yes, there we go. Albert extending his lead. Albert finally chips back at the points class, but Wout has a firm grip on that one. Extending his lead in Young Rider, and Visma have a 4-second lead over us in the team class. I need to find a way to update the files. So I can get the right jersey. All right. Another stage win for Albert. First one in this Tour de Suisse, at least, opening his account. Let's get into stage 5. Oh, but first, we have some new responsibilities. You are now one of the key... I thought we always were one of the key components in the team. What? 30 points remaining. All right, well, we've already got the riders that we want in the Volta, which is good. I mean, in the Tour, so that's perfect. I'm probably going to want... I didn't realize we weren't one of the main riders in the team already, which explains why we didn't have so many points. That's right. We're going to want Jai. I think Vlasov. Does this show me? Is there a team time trial? That's just 2 time trials. I think it's just 2 time trials. Benz has been really reliable so far for us, although I like Tobias Foss quite a lot. So we're going to ask for those. And then Il Lombardia. We need somebody with good hill. So that'll be a Vlasov. What about Hindley? He's not so strong on the hill. We'll take Bookman. Good rider to relay for us. We don't know much about Grissel yet. Or Giuliano. We're still learning about a lot of our teammates. Got a youngster there, Hella. About Kemner. Tony Van Poppel. Eliotti, Tajeda, Sobrero, assuming we're actually going to get him to work for us. And then, what's the race I really love? I think it's this one. I'm going to want Sobrero at that race. All right, that'll do. Let's go back to our messages, hit accept, and jump into stage 5 of the Tour de Suisse. And here it is. We go up a rather difficult climb there at the finish. We also have this Cat 1 to deal with right at the start, which means I think it's going to be quite difficult for that early break to form. Albert's just going to have to sit back, although it's his team's job now to police that one, seeing as we took the yellow jersey off Wout in the last day. All right, here we are on the start line, a +2 day for Albert as well. This is really, the tune-up to the Tour is coming along nicely. We're going to have Benz to protect us. I don't mind that at all. Big rider. Shelter Albert from the wind. It's been a calm start so far. Oh, that is a lot of riders trying to get in the break. I assume we're going to react to that. Yeah, Sobrero jumping on the front for the team. Working really hard with a few of the EF boys. Yeah, we don't like that. Israel as well. Grissel's interested. It's just too many riders. At least get these 3 in the fold. They should do, I think. Albert's riding nice and high. We're already on the slopes of this Cat 1. Doesn't look like we're actually going to get these 3. Oh, no, we are. Okay. And that's going to be it for the group, I think. Oh, no, we're not happy still. Okay. I'm going to have to up it to 85 for Albert. It's being ridden very hard on this climb. We got Sobrero and Tobias Foss. I saw just knocking about, although it looks like he's sat up. No, there he is. Everyone's almost gassed, though. I guess 12 riders in that breakaway is not really a good number. But anyway, we're onto this descent now. Looks like the peloton's going to keep chasing. I don't think it's going to exactly let up. We'll adjust Albert's effort back into the low 60s. Can we get away with? Peloton has set up. Okay. Great. We'll catch you guys on the early slopes of this finale. All right, we've got a little category 3 and a sprint point to negotiate here. So we're going to adjust Albert's effort back to 75. I assume we'll slip backwards. We are slightly, not too much. We're on this Cat 3 now. K to the top, I think is for the breakaway though. K there now for the group. We're only 2 minutes back. I wouldn't say the peloton ever sat up either in this stage. It's now down to 10, but 12 riders initially in an early breakaway is never great news for anyone other than the breakaway itself, although it means a very, very hard day for them because they're going to have to commit. Everyone's going to have to commit really to keep it away. But yeah, down to a minute now through this next sprint point, and we are into this finale. We're going to leave it on 4X for a little bit here. Get over this initial climb. We might have to adjust Albert to 83 effort. Just make sure we're sitting nicely. We're a little bit further back, but that's okay. We got Sobrero's here. Benz has been cooked, I think. We're going to have Sobrero, I think, to protect Albert. Get him in front. Although I think that's going to cook him as well. We're almost over this initial big ramp. Looks like Wout is really cooked. Got riders attacking now. Jorgensen. I think it was Jorgensen. Did I see that? It is. That confirms it. The commentator relaying over the top. All right. We are over that initial climb, though. That is the first piece of difficulty dealt with. 40 riders left in this breakaway. Let's see if Dens can get the drink bottles for us. I doubt he will be able to get back, but we shall see. We're kind of leaving Ineos. They did sign Felix Gall, so they got some strong firepower to do the work. Mark Hirschi as well now, relaying quite hard on the front. Doesn't seem like Sobrero managed to get those drink bottles to us. That's okay. We might send... I don't think we're going to be able to get them. That's okay. We missed the chance to get drink bottles. We're only 7k from the finish, though. We still got this Cat 1 to be dealt with. Oh, looks like someone's let the wheel go, though. We might have to go on effort with Albert. Might even attack now with Albert, if I'm honest. Try and get across that group, please. Nice work. He's managed to get there pretty comfortably. He should be able to ride through them, if I'm honest. It is a descent to the finish. Well, a descent into a little ramp at the finish, it actually looks like. I'm going to leave it on F at 80. Let's get a read on how Jorgensen's doing. He's cracked. How's this Dutchman doing? I don't know who this rider is. Lemmerese? Seems like a youngster. All right, we're on to a descent now, which is cool. I'm tempted by the acrobatic descent button, but no, we're going to learn our lessons. We're up it to 92 with Albert. We only got 2K to the finish. We might even be able to up it to 94. Up this little ramp now. We're taking the gel. We've got 21 seconds on that young Dutchman, Lemmerese from DSM. It looks like Wout has actually caught up with Jorgensen to try and get him. Well, it's not his teammate anymore, is it? But Albert has dominated this stage. That's kind of the big one. 37 seconds, 38, 42 even. It's going to be Yao Almeida coming through. So that's who Wout was working for. Catching Lemmerese there at the finish. And then Jorgensen coming over in fourth, lighting the early attacks. Wout pulling for Yao Almeida, coming in still in almost fifth, is it? I think it's going to be still just, yep, fifth it is, beating Felix Gao, Enric Mas, Ciccone, Ben Healy, McNulty, a whole bunch of really strong climbers. That's just standard Wout stuff, isn't it? Just dominates in every possible terrain in the sport. All right, let's see some podiums. Here's Grissel getting in just in front of the Gruppetto. Well, what a dominant win for Albert. 40 seconds over Yao Almeida in the end, who we had a bit of time on GC already. I think almost a minute. Jorgensen a minute 3 back. Wout a minute 20 back. So the yellow jersey now a minute 31, a minute 43 to Yao Almeida. Ben Healy hanging on to a top 5 and Jorgensen on the same time. Best climber, we extend our lead. Points class, we managed to rip that off Wout's shoulders, young rider, 3 minutes over Thibaut Nice. Shout out to him. Kind of got that all-rounder capability to him. And Bora, 3 minutes back on GC now. Liddell Trek taking over that one. All right, let's quickly get stage 6 on the road. And here is stage 6. It's a true mountain stage, but another difficult one for everyone involved. This category 1 climb into a cat 3, which is really then just falls flat to the finish. Going to be pretty difficult. Let's get into it and see how the Bora boys fare. Okay, and we are in a -1 day, unfortunately for Albert, but that's all kind of a part of the parcel of getting ourselves ready for a Tour de France defense. We'll have Dens to protect us. He's on a -1 day also. Oops, I've actually said for him to protect Grissel. Protect Albert. We got, who's already jumping off the front? 4 riders there. 5 riders with Stefan Kung, Alessandra, Byrne, yeah, Julusemi, sure, Svrek, Forepost, Swift, Gugard, Renders, Osborne, Milan, Hadek, Romeo. Anyone else? Is there anyone left in the peloton at this point? God, we're just rattling off all these names. I have to adjust Albert's effort back up to 70. We're going to throw it on 8x here. We'll catch you guys up once the peloton settles. It has kind of settled down. I think it's going to be a pretty high tempo pace with 16 riders in the breakaway. We'll leave it on 8x, but yeah, looks like, yeah, 16 riders in the break. Let's have a quick look actually. UAE, Interwanti, FDJ Astana, Alpecin, Ineos, Uno X, Versace, Arkea, Shooters, Quick Step, Ineos, UAE again, FDJ, Interwanti, and Astana. So kind of the main teams you'd expect in there, except for Ineos. That's a weird one to put 2 riders in there. Maybe some satellite riders for Felix Gao later in the stage. All right, we'll catch you guys on the next category 1 climb, unless something kicks off up this. Well, we did get on the wrong side of a split down this descent, unfortunately. I crashed it. Albert managed to dodge. But no, we are all back, actually. That is fine. Put everyone back on predefined strategy. We were having Dens to protect us. Albert, pop him back on 63. Should do for now. Just make sure he's moving back into his usual position. He is. Good news. Okay. It has been Visma. They did ramp it a little bit on that climb. just on the back half of it, and Bahrain victorious, along with obviously the Red Bull Bora boys. We still need to figure out how to get the Red Bull shirt into this save. If you watch my Ineos career, you do know we have it in that one. And I am playing the exact same game for each. So I don't know why it isn't working in this one just yet, but I'll have to find out how to fix that up before the tour. All right, we'll catch you guys on the slopes in the next climb. Oh no, Tobias Foss with a crash. I hope he can get back, but I don't think he will. It's quite a long way back. He's in a pack of 6, so he wasn't the only one who crashed. Ooh, however, it is splitting here already. We're going to have to move Albert up to effort 81 just to make sure he's on the right side of the split this time. We're getting into the danger point of the race, so can't really afford any lapses in concentration. We are catching that early breakaway. 11 riders left from it. Remember, it started at 16, so it's gone through its own attrition race. Let's take a quick look around us. Yao Almeida, let's see how you're going. Good, okay, you're finding it pretty difficult as well. What about Enrique Mas? He's finding it quite difficult as well. Okay, that's good news. We're through this sprint point. We're going to jump in a little bit further to truly on this Category 1 climb. All right, we are 9K from the top. We are 48 seconds from a group of 2 now, actually, but a solo rider has struck out. It is Fia Prost, the Frenchman on Interwanti. Wout has been relaying quite a bit at the moment for Yao Almeida back here. He's finding it quite difficult though. Saccone on the front currently, who is gassed. Wout is quite gassed as well. Here's Jorgensen. He's looking pretty strong actually. Arguably better than, well not arguably, it's clear. He's feeling better than Wout, the former world champion. We're 3.5K from the top though. Pretty long descent afterwards, so enough time for Albert to get the effort back in his legs. I'm half tempted to go on the attack just to really stir up the pot a bit, but we might wait for this 1K to go banner. All right, let's attack now. We're going to throw on an effort, 10, just to get everyone kind of relaying, interested in working them over a bit. We might grab drink bottles now, though, is kind of the big thing we want with Albert. He needs some water on board before we get into this final Cat 3 climb. And also, we need him to get his yellow back as much as we possibly can. Great. Okay, grab those drink bottles, Albert. Did you get the fill? Good, you got the fill. Awesome. Move back up to the front, please. Perfect. Let's go as low as we possibly can here for a minute. Leaving on 2x. Okay, just adjust it. Okay. These guys, or just you in particular, need to go back on regular so you can sort yourself out. Looks like 46 is okay for now. We've got a peloton of 37. Wout is still here, telling me it hasn't been horribly hard, although it is Wout van Aert, you know, can kind of ride through anything and everything, can't he? All right, we've got 6K to go to this next climb, or to the KOM point of the next climb, I should say. Well, we got an attack from Stroischken, I don't know, Steinhauser, sorry. Riccatello there as well is interested. We've grabbed Steinhauser's wheel in this attack. I'm interested to see, are they going to go ahead and relay with us? Probably not, I would assume. But I am interested to see how long it can go for. Jorgensen's with us, and he's going to counter, so we're going to have to grab his wheel. Straight onto Jorgensen. We've got 6K to the finish. It is this kind of false flat all the way now to the finish line. There's Wout van Aert. He's going to be very tough to beat in this finale, so we might move up onto his wheel. Instead, drop Jorgensen. Ooh, Castrillo is going to go on the attack, so we'll move across onto that one with Albert. We'll take the gel. We're kind of just policing, though, if I'm honest. It's not the wisest move from Albert. I do need his red to come back a little bit. Here comes Jorgensen. I'm sure he's got an interest in countering. No, he doesn't. There's Wout. We'll swing back onto his wheel, I think. That's probably the best bet for now. Just ride pretty high. Yao Almeida's here. We're under 3K to go. How's he feeling in comparison? Okay, he's looking pretty strong. We've got Godon looking at starting his sprint. Yao Almeida being led out by Wout. We're under 1.5K to go. It's Godon leading on the left. Wout on the middle here. I don't think it's going to be for Albert. It's going to be for Yao Almeida, though. Huge sprint from him. He had the legs in the end. It was Basato there in second, Jorgensen for third, Albert managed fifth, Higuita sneaking in over the top of him from AG2R. Maxime Van Gils held on over that climb as well. Thibaut Nice managed to make it in the front group. So should be no changes on GC. Let's see those podiums. All right, there is the Portuguese man, Yao Almeida. He's really coming into his own riding for Visma Lab. A good replacement over Jorgensen so far, it's seeming for them. No changes on GC though. Minute 31 lead over Wout. Yao Almeida coming into the picture. Two Visma riders just behind us. Best climber, no changes there. Well, actually, Albert extending his lead. Wout clawing a little bit back at Albert, 40 points to 34 at the moment. Young rider still 303 over Thibaut Nice, and Lidl Trek continue to lead the team class. Bora unfortunately slipping a little bit backwards. We haven't brought an out-and-out true climbing team to this race to help Albert out, but it has been a very good team for the flatter stuff. So that's good news for the tour. Kind of taking a look at who's in it. You know, Sobrero might still jump across. Maybe Dens or Benz, one of the two. Definitely will look at either of those two. But yeah, for now, things are looking pretty good indeed, I would say. All right, that's been it for this episode, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow with the TT. It's a hilly TT, which is terrific news for Albert. And then the final mountain stage of this tour before we look at defending our German national individual time trial champs and hopefully reclaiming the road race crown. Peace out, guys.